Hey, it's your boy Dustin from the Flying Chairs, the Rise podcast, and today, oh shit, I got a story to tell you and a little bit of UFO history. Coral and Jim Lorenzen are the founders of APRO, Aerial Phenomenon Research Organization, back in 1952, and it started here in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. And that says a lot about Wisconsin, because this is the first UFO organization in the United States, and it was in Wisconsin. Again, I had to say that because there's so many UFO sightings here, and there's 3 towns that claim to be the UFO capital of the world, and they have yearly UFO parades and still have sightings today. So, what's going on in Wisconsin? So, even started with Coral when she was 9 years old. She was with some friends playing outside. She had her own personal experience. It was wild, right? Like, it stuck with her so heavily, that sighting, and her friends too, that she later in life is like, I need to investigate more of this, especially if there's more sightings in Wisconsin. I'm pretty sure she was catching wind of that and getting more interest. So yeah, her and her husband started this first UFO organization in the United States, and it just kind of took off, and it kind of transformed into MUFON, what we have today. So I like how that was the birth of that. I actually have a book of one of hers. She wrote many books, her and her husband. This one is more about the details of her life, and it's pretty awesome. And yeah, just how she got into it, and more sightings in here. It's really dope, really good book. And I also have, because I collect a lot of UFO memorabilia, I also have one of the old hats from the late 70s of APROs. This is very rare. You can find this anywhere. An old sweatband. But yeah, awesome, right? Taking care of that. But no, I'm a big fan, especially that the organization started here in Wisconsin. That means a lot to me, because I have had my own sighting here in Wisconsin, and there's something here. The natives talk about certain spots here in Wisconsin that are very sacred, and they call it Spirit Hill out in Dundee and other places. And I love how Coral and her husband made a name for themselves traveling the world, mainly in the United States, but kind of going to and talking to other contactees and other people who claim to have sightings, and they do their own investigations and stuff like that. So there's the independency, and the fact that she was a woman too, like back in the 50s, making strides in this field. It's pretty cool. And I think we should do a little segment where she talks about her personal sighting.
Back in 1934, aged only 9 years old, she had her own sighting, which kicked off her great interest. Quote, I called it to the attention of my 2 playmates, and one said she thought it was a parachute. Its colour was a glowing white. The object was about as large as a dime held at arm's length. There were no ropes or lines suspended from it, and therefore no parachutist. It could best be described as resembling an open umbrella without the ribs or spurs. It made no sound as it wobbled in a northwest direction across the clear, cloudless sky. It wasn't going fast, rather it was poking along at a leisurely rate of speed, and with a rather strange motion that has been described in recent reports as undulating. We watched the object for perhaps 20 seconds. Then it appeared to go over the horizon, or perhaps it came to rest north of Barron, in the vicinity of a body of water referred to locally as the Upper Dam. I went home and told my father, who made inquiries, and the matter was dropped.